Let's go live now to Dr. Karen Sutherland from the University of the Sunshine Coast. How are you doing?
Yeah, well, how are you?
Doing very well, thank you this morning. Now, an interesting thing we're seeing during the mask phenomenon that's hit us here in Melbourne, people picking up the camera phone, feeling like heroes, heading into shopping malls or Bunnings and trying to humiliate staff as well. There's a sense of self-entitlement coming across here. It's a real tricky one, and I thought we'd save it to chat with you for Social Media for Business. What do you think?
Well, look, and look, what a great time to be alive with the name Karen. Let me just say. Okay, so yeah, these people they come in with like it's completely misinformation what they're spreading it with such confidence, And I think what you need to do if you're a business owner, really prepare your staff that this may happen,
Mm.
and really prepare your business in case this happens. And so by doing things like having a sign outside the store saying you will be refused service and you will be asked to leave if you are not wearing a mask,
Yeah.
firstly. So they're very clear before they go in. And then if they do come in, just keep repeating that and not reacting and trying not to even get into an interaction. I mean, really, these people just want to argue and they want to create something, some content to sort of really, I mean, they're just trying to, I guess, create exposure for themselves,
I guess it's kind of the
And
same crowd of Karens who don't like having their bag checked at the supermarket. Are you one of them, out of interest?
absolutely not. I'm always comply. I understand why it needs to happen, and just thinking that it's not about me, it's not about me. It's not about my rights. It's about public safety, and just it just really angers me that people are not considering that. We're lucky here in Queensland; it hasn't come to that point yet, and but I really feel for you guys down in Melbourne.
Don't start talking to us as if you're a Queenslander. I know you're a Melburnian.
I am, but I tell you what, I'm very grateful to be here right now, because we seem to have had a good run, but it's not over yet.
No, absolutely. I guess it kind of comes down, as we say, there's always going to be disruptors out there and people who come into your workplace and have an issue. And it's, I guess, the same rules for dealing with the mask or the video crowd as ever before, because there's no rule against being able to film. You're actually legally completely entitled to take a photograph or film, even on private premises. There's no privacy rules in Australia that stop you from doing that. And any business that tries to say you're not allowed to film in here, good luck trying to hold that one up in court. It just doesn't exist. I know that as a journalist. In terms of from staff trying to use that as an excuse or businesses saying, you can't do that here, you can't really uphold that, because if someone comes into your store and takes a photograph of a product to send to a friend to say, is this the right one? You can't stop that either. And that is something you wouldn't want to stop. So businesses find themselves in a pretty tricky position if they try and fall on the privacy situation.
Absolutely, but you can ask someone to leave your premises, and if they don't, isn't that trespassing?
Yeah.
Aren't they legally allowed to ask someone to leave? And if they refuse, then you can do something about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That is completely correct. You're able to ask for trespassing. I guess in terms of the fact that it comes down to trying to embarrass the business, doesn't it? And that's what we've seen here. This term of let's go in self-entitled and let's try and cause some chaos. And let's feel a bit like a hero about it. And I'm sure that Karen's friendship group is out there saying, "Fantastic! You've done such a great job." Even the interview yesterday with the Today program, I'm sure she walked away from that saying, I did the right thing there. I guess with businesses, it's just that understanding that you're not always going to get the person who walks in who has the best interests at heart.
Absolutely, and that's why I think you need to train your staff to be ready, because this is a reality now with social media and with what's going on, and I think we really need to train our people and businesses to have a plan there in case this happens, and to actually practice that plan when the store's not open, just to make sure everyone's aware of what they need to do. It's really, I mean, when it comes to say public relations, it's crisis management, and it's being prepared for things that will arise, and practicing that and being able to put that in place, if it does actually come up.
Okay, Dr. Karen Sutherland there from the University of the Sunny Coast. Appreciate your time. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks so much.